The days grow shorter, and so does the fall sports season on high school sports scene. Hi and welcome to High School Sports Scene. I'm Capri Gaines. The fall season's first county champions were crowned.
For the 5th consecutive year, Dulaney earned a place in the county field hockey championship game held on the turf at Lansdowne. But this year they faced the Catonsville Comets, not Hereford, who had won the past 4 county titles. Dulaney was intent on getting off to a fast start and began pressuring the Comet defense from the beginning. Off a penalty corner, a drive by Katie Williams is blocked by Comet keeper Vanessa Tracy. Moments later, Tracy stops a drive by Maddie Manzoni. Catonsville forward Emma Clark, ahead for Brooke Stevens, her shot saved by Lyon's goalie Kaylee Peranzino. Peranzino with 2 more blocks as the Dulaney defense proved stout. Just over 10 minutes to go in the first half, a scramble in front of the goal mouth results in a penalty stroke for Dulaney and a 1-0 lead. Late in the half, Lions pressing again, Katie Williams with a shot on goal. Then a penalty corner, and Sarah Schaeffler drives in her second goal of the night to put the Lions up 2-0. Giving Dulaney fans a lot to cheer about. In the second half, Kelly Ryman's drive goes wide. While at the other end, Liza Slavin with a chance kicked wide. The Comets' potent attack mounted threats, but each time the Lions' defense was up to the task. With seconds left, Sarah Sprinkle pushes her penalty chance just wide, but the Lions were ready to celebrate a 2-0 win and their first county field hockey championship in 7 years.
A pair of 4-1 football teams with playoff hopes met on a dreary afternoon.
On a rainy Friday afternoon, the Randallstown Rams met Patapsco's Patriots on the turf at CCBC Dundalk. On the third play of the opening possession, Patapsco's Lamont Gordon is hit, fumbles, and Ram linebacker Nick Pierce comes up with the ball. Ram QB Daryl Pratt hits Marcel Brown for the first down. Pratt goes to the air again on the next play, but Patriot linebacker Cary Garcia makes the interception. On the next play, Lamont Gordon takes the handoff and goes for a big gain, but a penalty negates the play. And the Patriots are forced to punt. Pratt goes deep for Marcel Brown, but he can't hang on, and the Rams' drive stalls. On the Rams' next possession, Pratt back to pass. Cary Garcia makes his second pick and takes this one to the house. The point-after kick is blocked. Patriots up 6-0 at the end of the first quarter. Midway through the second quarter, Patapsco QB Will Weisner hits Patrick McCormick for a nice gain. But another Patriot fumble is recovered by the Rams' Rob Jones. Down by 6 at the half, Randallstown would get the ball first. Brandon Abrams takes it up the middle for a nice gain. Pratt goes deep for Marcel Brown, but Noah Barber breaks it up. But Pratt is sacked on 4th down, and Patapsco gets the ball back. Going for a first down, Wiesner has the ball punched loose, and the Rams' Richard Jones recovers. Brandon Abrams rumbles for a nice gain. Darryl Pratt connects with Corey Whitlock inside the 10. Then Abrams takes it in for the touchdown. Abrams gets the 2-point conversion also to put Randallstown up 8-6 near the end of the third quarter. Punting deep in Patriot territory, Vinny Borza fields a low snap, but Randallstown gets the ball. 4 plays later, Abrams takes it in again. Conversion attempt is no good. Rams take a 14-6 lead. Patapsco got the ball with less than 2 minutes to play and drove the ball to the Rams' 7, but a pair of penalties pushed them back to the 17, and on the final play of the game, Wiesner's pass falls incomplete, sealing a 14-6 Randallstown win.
Now it's time to meet this month's outstanding male student athlete. Here's Daniel Oyefusi with the story.
Jason Ashwood is a senior 3-sport athlete at Hereford High School. Encouraged by his dad, he began playing sports at a young age.
My dad got us into sports when we were really young. I've been playing sports for as long as I can remember.
As the Bulls' left outside midfielder, Jason covers a lot of ground.
I like playing that position because you get to play mostly offense but also defense. So you get to go up and down the field and run a lot. I don't like running up and down the field the whole game, but it's you can do a lot from that position.
People around Jason take note of the effort and hard work he puts into his sport.
Jason's the type of athlete that just likes to go hard. He likes to win, has that special drive, I don't think he believes in second place.
He's a very hard worker, especially in games. He works hard in practice too, but it really shows in games how hard he works.
Jason just leads his teammates in getting them to actually push harder when they really have to. You know, will not let the ball drop. You know, he is more of a teammate first than a friend later.
Although he is not a captain, Jason still receives respect from his teammates and sets an example through his leadership.
I don't see myself as a captain, but I see myself as someone that people look up to. So I just like to lead by example and try and get others to follow me and do what I like to do.
He's more of a leader by example. I mean, we all respect him a lot and just follow how he does.
Jason is like a silent leader. He's got great respect for his teammates, right? He kind of sets the pace for the entire game for us.
While he enjoys soccer, lacrosse is Jason's main sport. A member of the Hereford lacrosse team, Jason has been a big part of the past 3 state championships.
We get to play a lot of good teams, a lot of the MIAA teams, the private schools, and it makes us have to work harder because everyone wants to beat us.
He knows what it takes to get to the state championship, and that's what he is showing his other players on the soccer field. It is determination, very, very hard work. Jay plays at the same pace, no matter if we're losing or if we're winning. Jay just doesn't change. He is Jay.
There's one thing that stands out to Jason's coach when considering what makes him so successful.
It's his overall leadership and the respect that the other students have for him.
Jason is aware that his experience with high school sports has not only helped him in high school, but will help him in the future.
It's only prepared me more for life, playing sports and managing that with school time. So definitely getting ready for college because I'm playing lacrosse in college. So just almost practice for that.
With Jason's hard work and determination, it's no surprise he's been so successful. We wish him the best of luck throughout his season. For High School Sports Scene, I'm Daniel A. Fusi.
Athletic excellence must run in the Ashwood family. Let's meet Jason's twin sister, Sarah, this month's outstanding female student athlete.
Sarah Ashwood is a senior three-sport athlete at Hereford High School who participates in soccer, indoor track, and lacrosse. Just like many other girls, she was drawn to the soccer field when she was very young and still plays with some of the girls she first played with in 4th and 5th grade.
I guess around like 5th grade or 4th grade, I played on like a travel team, and I'm with some of the same girls from that team now. It's a lot of fun. Like, we've really grown close over the years, and I love playing with them because we get to know each other's strengths and stuff.
Sarah is a quiet leader whose teammates and coaches respect her as a hardworking and unselfish player.
She's the epitome of what you would want. She's not selfish. She gives the ball up when needed. She takes a player on when needed, and she's always making sure we're just on team duties, making sure we have all of our equipment at the field. She takes care of a lot of the little things for us.
She definitely leads by example. She's not that vocal, but like, she's always working hard, so people see that, and it really works.
Sarah's speed has made her an integral part of each team she has been a member of and has been her greatest physical contribution to these teams.
She pretty much can beat any midfielder that I've seen so far this year. And even last year, they have a very hard time slowing her down, stopping her, and that gives her and us an advantage going forward.
This is especially true for her indoor track team, where she dominated the 1600-meter race and was a major factor in helping the Hereford High girls indoor track team win 2 consecutive state championship titles.
I won the state championship sophomore year too, so I knew I could do it again. I just had to stay behind the girl who I was racing against and then kick her in the end and pass her.
The points she put up at the state meet were vital in us winning our 2nd straight state championship.
Off the field and in school, Sarah brings the same hardworking attitude and calm focus to her studies as she displays on the field in fierce competition.
I guess I just try to balance my time and not spend too much time doing one thing and make sure I always get my homework done.
I taught Sarah last year physics, actually, and very similar to the way she is on the field. Seeks help when needed, works hard through struggles, and doesn't let things really bother her too much.
Sarah will continue her athletic career in college and is sure to find success on and off the field in her future as a Division I lacrosse player at the University of Delaware.
I've been playing lacrosse since I was really young, also, I guess around 1st grade. I've been playing sports since I was really little. It's just always been part of my life.
As such a good athlete, she could play any of 3 sports at Division I level, and yet she is humble about it, and none of her teammates resent her for her abilities.
Her coach sums it up when he describes Sarah Ashwood in 3 words and talks about her as a player and a person.
Tenacious, poised, and fearless. For her size, she doesn't give up anything, even though she's not, huge in stature. She's huge in heart.
We'd like to wish Sarah good luck for the rest of her high school career and for later on as she transitions into college. Reporting for High School Sports Scene, I'm Christy Nymick.
Congratulations to Jason and Sarah. To honor their selection as this month's outstanding student athletes, each will receive an award provided by Allogram Incorporated in Timonium. Randy Dace is next with Coach's Corner. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another edition of High School Sports Scene. We hope you'll join us then. I'm Capri Gaines. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Randy Dace, and welcome to Coach's Corner. My guests today are Cary Lyon, the Dulaney volleyball coach, and 2 of his top players, Darla Svoboda and Gaby Vinas. Ladies, welcome to High School Sports Scene, and Coach, welcome back again. You were here several years ago, and right now the Dulaney volleyball team is hot. You're ranked #1 in the metro area. I saw in the Sun paper this morning.
Yeah.
Deserve it or not, Coach?
Possibly, probably not. I don't know. You know, that's to be found out.
You like that, or do you not like that?
You know, it's kind of neat having a bullseye on your back.
Okay.
You know, the other teams are getting up, and it's hard to find good competition sometimes, and it gets better when they're.
Gaby, how do you feel as a player on the team? You like that?
Yeah, I think it's great. We all have great chemistry, so it's great team like spirit and everything.
Darla, feel the same way?
Yeah, I have so much fun at every single practice because everyone is just so funny, and I just laugh the whole time, and I really love everyone on the team a lot. This is probably the funnest team I've been on, so
okay.
It's great.
Now, Coach, if I remember, you're 11-0 right now, something like that.
12 now.
12-0, and a long way to go, as we might say. Okay.
Yeah.
How about some key victories so far in the season, Coach?
Well, our toughest matches are the ones that are not scheduled by the county, our at-large ones, and we start the season with them, and so they were Mount Hebron to open the season, and previous to that we had a lot of scrimmages and things like that, but they don't count. And then after that, Hereford, away at Hereford, and they were nice wins.
And he said nice wins. I heard you were pretty good against Hereford. You want to tell us a little about that?
Yeah, it was our first game of the season, was it?
Hereford was second, Mount Hebron was first.
Yeah, and it was challenging because at first we went in thinking, you know, they're a tough team and everything, but we came out really well, and we just were very excited for a win.
And then Catonsville also was another pretty strong victory you had. Darla, can you tell us a little bit about the Catonsville win?
Yeah, sure. We all just played really strong, and like Gaby said, they're like a really tough team, and last year they were tough, so we were going in like trying not to be like too confident or too cocky, and we just wanted to get all of our serves in and play well.
And Gaby, how long have you been playing volleyball at Dulaney?
I've been playing all 4 years.
And a couple years of JV and a couple years of varsity?
Yeah, 2 and 2.
And over here?
I played 1 year at JV, and this is my 3rd year of varsity.
And I think, Coach, it's interesting is a lot of our rec sports, like let's say lacrosse, you know, the boys and girls since they've been 5 years old have had a lacrosse stick. But volleyball really, when it comes down to the younger program, you don't see volleyball in the rec department, do you?
There's not a whole lot of it, though we have started some. We've got a couple programs in the area that we, and
so
that's the big.
Ladies, when did you actually get involved in volleyball?
Well, Coach had a program at Catonsville, and he started his first club thing that year, so I started playing when I was in 8th grade.
I started a week before 9th grade volleyball tryouts. It was my first time ever even touching a volleyball, and I loved it right away.
Coach, what makes a good volleyball player?
Hey, that's what makes any good athlete. They've got to have a willingness to learn, first of all, because it is a new sport. It's not something they're growing up with in this area too much. And all the athletic parts, it's nice to be a quick twitch muscle, but you don't have to be. But jump high, Darla jumps out of the building, and she's aggressive. She always wants to go as hard as she can, and Gaby wants the ball every time she can. Right, come on, back. So it's a willingness to work hard. And our practices are pretty intense, I think.
What do you mean by, what does he mean by intense?
Well, I think that he just means that, you know, we have to go for everything, and that we don't have consequences, but like we know that we have to get our like mindset in like practice, because your practice really shows on the game. And we all have also like a chart to see like who's doing the best, and like we are very competitive with each other, so that's how, you know, determines our ability to, you know, be on the court or not.
Darla, what type of drills do you have to do a lot of drills at practice, or you just play against one another? How's it work?
We do a lot of 3-person drills. So like he like assigns little teams for us to be on, and then we play a lot of games like 21, which are like serving and passing drills, and they work on all different kinds of skills. And we do sometimes when he hits balls at us like as hard as he can, which is also helps us a lot. He like mixes it up every single practice, so they're always different.
Good, and I like that. I like to see the variation of drills as a coach myself. Now, a lot of people aren't really familiar with volleyball. Can you tell us, Coach, about the positions, or the name of the positions you would see on a volleyball court?
Yeah, it's interesting because each position has its own value, potential to the team. And the setting position is so important because they're going to be handling every second ball if you're passing it all well. So many would say the setting position is most important, but I would disagree. I would say your outsides are the most important, because that's where most of the sets go, and they're going to be often touching the ball twice, and they're going to get you your points in the end. So you got your outsides, two outsides, and they're opposite each other, so one's always front row. And you got two middles, and they got to be quick and be able to get over the net and block. It's nice to add some offense with them, but more importantly that they block. And then the other is either your setter or your opposite, and we're strong in most of those categories, quite honestly.
Darla, what position do you play?
I'm an outside hitter.
Yeah?
I'm an opposite.
Now, can you substitute people in and rotate them in and out? How's it work, Coach?
Certainly, yeah. Like Gaby, would typically, she's got a great serve, but after she serves, she might not stay in the back row. I might have someone a little better passer. Though we compete on that all the time. I was teasing her driving here. I said, Gaby, how about you passing in the back row and stuff like that? And Darla does both really well, so she stays in the whole time. She never comes out. But yeah, you can sub several times. In your libero, there's a seventh position beyond the six we just mentioned, and this is the one who can, and a lot of people don't understand it, the odd colored jersey, and she can come in for anybody, back row at any time, and any position multiple times, but she can serve in one position. So usually that's going to be somebody who doesn't bring you a huge amount on the front row, but is great at defense and passing, and that's so important, because if you can pass, you can get in system. You know, if I'm playing lacrosse and I'm shooting all the time from 40 meters, I'm not going to score a lot. So you got to have that, work it in, and that libero helps us get it started.
Let me ask you, if you're scouting another opponent, what are you looking for when you're scouting? Because I'm a big advocate of scouting all the time in soccer, basketball, lacrosse, something like that. What are you looking for?
Two things. One is for our offense, where their holes are. You know, by holes, I mean, what kind of defense are they doing? And where can they, if the set isn't perfect, what can my outsides do with it? One of my favorite shots all year is not Darla's hitting, but Darla's does this dump that she shoots to the corner. So that some teams will not cover that. If they do, then she's got other shots. And then the other part is on our defense, you know, what are their offensive players' strengths and what are their tendencies? Most hitters tend to hit the ball where the set takes them. So what does their setter do and how they're running their offense?
Now, the volleyball season for high school athletes nowadays is not just, you know, a fall sport. Darla, you said you play off season. Tell us about your off season preparation for the school season.
Well, this year I played for a timeout volleyball. That was really great. That's like, I play like all winter long, and then it ends usually around May, that time. Memorial weekend. And then I actually made a different team in the summertime. It's called Cherva. And I got to go to nationals this year in Florida for 10 days, which was really cool. And then I also did another camp to prepare for volleyball too.
So it's volleyball, volleyball, and volleyball.
She lives it.
How about for you, Gaby?
I always just go like playing at a gym with like my friends, or I've done some camps, and I also did club for 3 years. So
I know right now in girls lacrosse, a lot of opportunity for scholarships to go to D1 schools. How's volleyball looking for scholarships or recruiting wise?
Yeah, you know something, it's a pet peeve of mine that college coaches, they want to see height and vertical jump, and they won't even give people a second nod. A lot of the good coaches will look beyond that, but so the top programs are getting the tallest, jumping highest girls, and so it trickles down from there. Even though there have been All-Americans that were 5'7", one out of USC I remember many years ago, and to this day, if you don't have a 6 in front of your height, you know.
I gotcha.
And Darla's 5'10", and she jumps out. She'd be a great D1 athlete, I think, anywhere. And you know, and if you can pass well, they'll take you. They'll look for you, but they don't want to necessarily waste a scholarship. They look at it as a waste. Let's
get back to the season here. Right now, you're having great success. You're 12-0, and we have the county championship coming up. So who would be your opponent in the county championship if you maintain?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's going to be Hereford, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so you might have to see the bowls again. But most important is the regional. Coach, you've been to the regions the last 2 years. What's it look like? Who's your competition in the region?
Well, you don't know because the region is so big.
Right.
So I'm not on top of who's the best up in Cecil County and all that stuff. But the last 2 years, we've lost to Sherwood, and I think they're Montgomery County.
They are.
And Sherwood had this All-American. So they've lost a few people, and we're pretty packed, I think. So I'm hopeful. But we've got to get to the regional championship first, and got to finish the year strong.
And if you get to the regional championship, ladies, then you get to go down to Cole Fieldhouse and get there for the state semis. And I would imagine that's the goal, ladies.
Definitely.
Get down to.
Not necessarily Cole Fieldhouse.
No.
College Park.
Yeah, College Park. That's what I'm thinking of, College Park. That'd be fantastic, though, that you could represent Baltimore County down there. Well, listen, ladies, congratulations so far on a great season. But as we know, there's a long way to go. And I wish you luck. And, Coach, you built a dynasty out there at Dulaney. Keep on plugging away, and maybe you get down there to University of Maryland and bring home the big trophy called the state title.
Yeah, we definitely want to do it this year. Not looking to the next year, because my seniors, I want it for them.
Good luck, ladies. For High School Sports Scene, I'm Randy Dace. Thanks for watching. See you next time.